Hey everybody, in this video we are looking at example 3 in lesson 1 piecewise functions, which is the kickoff 2-hour unit on limits. In this example we are going to write the piecewise function for the graph shown. So I'm going to work my way from left to right. In this left one right over here, it does look a bit curved, although this isn't the most clear drawing. Let's see, if that's 1, 2, negative 2, 4. Now, it's actually not enough information to write a quadratic function with only 2 points, to be honest with you. A quadratic function, fun fact, so this person who wrote this example doesn't necessarily seem to know this, but if you have an unknown quadratic, you could look at it in a couple of ways. One way, I can't believe I'm going into this right now, but I can't help myself. Okay. One way you could look at it is you could think of it as y equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. You can fill in an x, you could fill in a y, and we'll have 1, 2, 3 unknown values. If you have 3 unknowns, you must have 3 points, so you could have 3 separate equations, so you can solve a system of 3 variables. I only have 2 points though. I have this guy and I have this guy. Not enough. The other way you can consider it is, instead of using vertex form, is to use standard form. So if you use standard form, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, again, I would use xy twice, fill them into my equation, fill in the x, fill in the y, clean it up, and I'll have a, b, c, again, 3 unknowns, my 3 constants. Again, you need 3 points in order to do that. If I knew that this was the axis of symmetry and I had another point here, okay, so technically I do indeed have 3 points. However, I don't know that. So this person, I bet, is trying to imply that this is a parabola at the origin with no stretches or compressions, if I had to guess. Kind of simple. However, it technically is not offering you enough information to properly do it, so it's sort of a poorly written example, and I apologize for exposing you to it, but I hope you are picking up what I'm putting down when it comes to solving a system of equations. You could have 2 points on a linear, because that would be a system of 2 variables, and that's good. You just need 2 separate pieces of information, like 2 separate coordinates, to make that happen. If it was a cubic polynomial, you would need 4 ordered pairs to precisely write that equation, because, like, for all I know, it's a cubic like this, and it's just compressed at a point where I'm passing through 1, 1, and 2, 4. Like, I don't know. Or maybe that is even the point of inflection, right? And then that's the other one here. So instead of over 1 and up 1 for that first point, I'm going over 2. No, I'm going over 1, kidding, and up 3. So that just means there's a vertical stretch of 3 on it. How do it's not enough information to know that it's a parabola. So sorry, I'm just really annoyed by this question right now, and I had skipped it while doing these in class. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm annoyed at the person who wrote this. So, I mean, if they see me making a YouTube video about their packet, well, you didn't write a great question. Sorry person. All right. Anyhow, I will give in to your attempt here, and I'm going to use x squared because I think that's what you wanted. If you guys can all see, over 1 up 1, over 1 up 3, it passes through all the points that they wanted. Yeah. Again, not well written. And it looks like I'm going from negative infinity until, and I don't think it was telling me, let's just double check. I don't think it was telling me though what was, yeah, it's not saying what's colored in. So I'm just going to include that point of 1 with a bracket. Donezo. Next up, I'm going to use an open circle here. I'm going to connect over here and make this closed. And this horizontal little line segment is just going to be that y, or f of x, equals 1. And it's from negative 1. Oops, I didn't put the negative on that 1 before. My bad. Negative 1 until positive 1, and the positive 1 gets a bracket. Boom, boom. There we go. And then we have an open circle. This looks to be linear, so not much you could really mess up here. Again, there's your second point, and that's all it takes to make a linear. That's okay. I'm going to write this in HK form, so I'm going to use this ordered pair and treat that as my HK. Like I went right 1, and I went up 3, and then my slope is up 1 over 1, right? So let's just clean up the mess though. I will have 1 parenthesis x minus 1 plus 3, comma, what is that, 1 until infinity. Now if you distributed, obviously x minus 1 plus 3, and then that's x plus 2. So it's not that hard to really write, in the sense that if you did this sad move, but don't be that guy. Do not be that guy. You are better than that. So whatever, these are all the same, la-di-da, and that's the end of this example. I don't think, is there anything more? I think not. Right? No, I didn't hide. No, yeah, that's nothing. All right, so hopefully you understood everything there. If you're happy and you loved it, thumbs it up. If not, be angry, give it a thumbs down. Questions, comments, concerns, requests, or feedback can go in the comment section. Check the playlist that's on the screen at the end, or check the description box for links to more videos, and you'll find hopefully more on the topic that you are interested in. That's it for now. Adios.